I'm so glad that after I filmed this video, I'm actually getting my hair cut because it's getting unbearable. Hello everyone, today's video is going to be about travelling. I'm just going to have a sit down chat about travelling in general and more so the fact travelling on my own for the first time. Yeah, that is something that happened a few months ago and it was a very scary thing. A couple of months ago I went on a trip with Track America and it was honestly like incredible. I recently uploaded my video from that, so if you want to go watch that, click the link down below because it was such a good trip and it was just amazing. But I don't think I've actually ever mentioned it to anyone that it was actually my first trip going on my own. By going on my own, I mean like not going with any family or friends. Like it was my first trip where I would literally meet the people that I would be going with at the airport, and that is exactly what happened. Trust me, I got to Heathrow Airport that morning of the flight and I was literally just sat there on my own, so scared, so anxious. Part of me just wanted to jump on the tube and just go home and not even do the whole experience because I was so scared about flying on my own and flying with complete strangers that I didn't really know before. But as soon as I met everyone, honestly, it was like so fine. We were all chatting and getting to know each other and everyone was just so lovely, and I feel like I was really lucky to go on this trip with such a good set of people, and it's really made me not worry about wanting to go on my own and like travel to places on my own now. I feel like I can do it. So as I mentioned, the trip was with Track America, who, if you don't know, are a company that do really cool experiences, really cool road trips across America and Canada. And it means that you essentially get to see loads of different things in like a certain amount of time. And it's a really cool way to meet new people. What happens is you get put with a group of people and you practically spend the whole trip 24/7 with those people, and it's really cool actually. The trip that we went on was the Deep South BLT. Now if you know me, you know that I love going to America. I always end up going to America, but I've never actually been to that part of America before. So when I got this trip I was like, I need to go, I need to do this. And so we flew to New Orleans and then we went to Birmingham, Alabama, the Great Smoky Mountains, Nashville, Memphis, Natchez, and then back in New Orleans. And it was about 10 days, 11 days in total, and honestly the trip was just incredible. I think my favourite thing about the whole experience was the fact that it was literally go every second, so you didn't have really time to worry about anything. You literally were just doing so many things all at once. There was a whole itinerary planned. You get your own Track America tour leader, and ours, Jack, was incredible. He was so lovely, so cool, and knew so much about every single place, so it was really cool to have someone like that. You get a minibus where you're all chilling in, and that's where you drive from place to place, so you spend a lot of time in that minibus, and it was just really lovely, and you get to like know people really quickly. And the people on the trip that I was on were honestly just incredible. They're so lovely and so talented at what they do. It was honestly insane. Another thing that I really loved about the trip is that you got to spend like a day, sometimes 2 days in each place, so you see like a bit of it, but then you don't really see like a lot in that time. So you go to a place and it kind of like leaves you with the thought of whether you want to go back or not, and that's exactly what happened to me. Like I want to go back to Nashville so bad, I want to go back to Memphis so bad for longer. I just fell in love with both those places. But what I'll do is I will drop a link to Track America's website down below because there are so many trips, and one that particularly caught my eye was the California trip, because if you do know me, you would know that I love California. And it's a really cool trip where you go to San Francisco, you go to Yosemite, LA, all these cool places, so it's honestly worth looking at all the trips. Luckily on the trip that I went on, we just stayed in hotels and hostels, so there was no camping involved. I know that a lot of their trips does involve camping, so I can't give you any information about camping because I've only camped once, and that was when I was like 14, and that was not a good experience. So I can't really give you any information about like the camping side of things. But as for kind of like packing, I would say take your own water bottle because it's just so handy to have. You save money, you don't have to buy bottles of water all the time, you can just fill it up whenever you get the chance to. And you're just like constant doing stuff, it's good to have a bottle of water in your rucksack. And that leads me to talk about my rucksack. I got this especially for the trip. It is a Herschel backpack. I got it off ASOS actually, and it is so big and it's so comfy. It's got really cool shoulder strap. I would definitely recommend getting a good rucksack. You don't really have time to like unpack in each place, so obviously like I took a suitcase with me which had all my clothes in and stuff, and that gets put away in like a little like trailer at the back of the bus, so you don't have to worry about that. But I had all my essential stuff in my rucksack non-stop, so my laptop, my cameras, anything that I needed for the days. Another thing to take is your own towel, because some of the places that we stayed in didn't actually have their own towels, and most of them did actually, but I think I used my own towel about once or twice. It was just handy to have. It's just common sense really, isn't it? Another thing that I would recommend taking is of course a vlogging camera. Whether you make YouTube videos or not, having a compact camera like this size is just so handy to have on a trip like this. It means you can take so many photos, it's so little, it can just fit in my pocket, and we were doing a lot of practical things, so I didn't want to carry my big camera around with me all the time. So good quality camera. This is my Sony RX100 Mark III and I absolutely love it. I got it before I went on the trip actually, and so the trip was kind of like me kind of like getting used to it, and I'm just in love with it, and I just love Sony, so yeah. But yeah, honestly, even if you make YouTube videos or not, vlog it. Have something to remember the trip by, because vlogging is just so fun to look back on those memories, and especially a trip like a Track America trip, because you do so many cool things and it'll be good to keep a memory from it. Another thing that I would suggest taking are these cool packing kind of bag cubes, I think they're called maybe. But I literally got loads, and it was such a good way of organising my suitcase so easy, because we were constantly moving. So when we'd stay in a place, I would literally just open my suitcase up, get one of the bags, get something out of it, and then put it back in its place, and it just meant that everything was just tidy and stress free. These things right here were an absolute lifesaver, because headphones are always a necessity. One, for the flight, which was like a 7-hour flight to New Orleans, and two, most of the trip is actually spent on the minibus, so you are literally just sat there. Having these was literally just amazing, because it meant that I can literally just go into my little world, plug my headphones in and just listen to my music, get some of my editing done or do some of my work. Some of the journeys from place to place was actually about 5 hours like on the road, and obviously we had like stops and stuff, but I was surprised at how quick it went. I don't know why, but each one of the journeys just flew by so quickly, and it didn't feel like we were in the bus for 5 hours. It might be because like we spent the time getting to know each other, singing along to the music that was playing. I done a lot of my editing, so I don't know, I think it's because I was busy doing stuff, but I really loved the journeys from place to place. I don't know why, but it was really cool. And I think that is all I can remember at the top of my head. I've literally filmed this whole video just unscripted, because I thought I just want to chat about it, so that is exactly what I've done. But honestly, thank you so much to Track America for inviting me along to do the trip. It was honestly amazing and such a good experience. So honestly guys, have a look at all the trips if you're ever interested, and do one. Honestly, amazing. I can't like recommend it enough. If you've got any questions about Trek America or the trip that we went on, then drop it in the comments down below, because I would definitely answer it. I hope you're all having a lovely week, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!